Hello and welcome to a quick curtainside chat with me, Angie, where I want to ask you what your favourite fuzz pedal is. Now obviously please do subscribe and click like, but let's get on with the quick chat now. So first of all, what is fuzz? Fuzz is an effect that came into being around about the 1960s when Marty Robbins recorded through Glenn Snoddy's broken mixing desk and created a weird fuzz tone. Or at least that's the basic history anyway. That's what people talk about most. Glenn then went on to make a pedal based on this weird sound, this clipped fuzzy sound called the fuzz tone. That then came into kind of big popularity when Keith Richards of Rolling Stones fame used it on Satisfaction. Interestingly, it's not a tone he wanted. He actually used it to sketch out horn section. But everyone seemed to love the tone and it went from there. And everybody who's anybody in guitar at some point has used some form of fuzz, I think. That's a fairly broad statement, but from Hendrix to Clapton to Smashing Pumpkins, Soundgarden, all these people have used fuzz at some point. Big guitar names. What is fuzz and how is it different from distortion? Well, it's a much heavier type of clipping, goes through transistors to boost the signal and then is clipped through diodes. And what happens is you end up with, rather than having a nice smooth waveform, you get this big sort of cut-off square waveform. So you'll find that fuzz pedals, if they don't have a boost in them, drop the volume because they're cutting off a huge amount of the signal. And you get this kind of, depending on the type of fuzz you've got, you get this warmer, less distinct sound to the guitar pedal, whereas distortion it's much more about the saturation and kind of the notes ringing through. Fuzz can often feel a bit more muddy. Again, depending on the type of fuzz. And there are many different types of fuzz, and that's what I want to talk to you about. I love fuzz pedals, but fuzz pedals don't love me. I don't do well with fuzz pedals. I don't seem to get how they work. But I love trying them, and I've tried lots and lots of different fuzz pedals, and there are lots of different circuits out there. Some of the big ones, you've got Big Muff style tone, which is more associated with kind of the modern fuzz. You have the fuzz face styles, which are much more the Hendrixy style fuzz, which is a much more open and kind of muddy's not the right word, but it's a very different fuzz to the Big Muff. And there's lots and lots of different variations out there. Now, some of the best fuzzes I've ever used have been made by boutique builders. So my favourite two fuzzes at the moment that I've played have to be Unicorn Fuzz by JSA Effects and the Bleeding Heart that I reviewed a while back by Hubcap John. I'm currently playing with the TC Electronics Rusty Fuzz, which is what they call a Velcro fuzz, where it's a gated fuzz, so kind of notes get cut off and it just sounds gnarly. And I'm really enjoying that at the moment. I just wanted to ask you, what's your favourite fuzz? What are your experiences with fuzz? Because fuzz is a really weird effect that garners a lot of attention that people want to love, but I don't hear many people using it well. So I'm just really interested to know what fuzz you use, what fuzz you recommend me looking at, what budget fuzzes have you used that knock socks off the expensive ones. So for instance, the Behringer Super Fuzz, which is a clone of a Boss fuzz pedal. This gets great reviews. I've reviewed it myself, and I see it on all sorts of pedal boards as a really cheap alternative to buying two fuzz pedals. So you get a kind of a fuzz face, and you get a kind of more modern Big Muff fuzz in one pedal and a boost. Do you really see a difference between Germanium fuzzes and silicon fuzzes? Really want to hear your experiences, so get into the comments and just have a chat with me, because I really want to know what you've got to say about this. So until next time, I will see you very soon, and please don't read my notes. Cheers, guys.